All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set. 15 line it. 15 line it. Come on. Blue John Coker. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Single.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Now back to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Finds a seam inside the 40. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Chambers. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
You don't know no better. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Real. I got it.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. A little juke. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 1st down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Alert!
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Right 54. Defense, win shit. Pistol. Right there. 54, right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Run. 44 to Mike. Check. Go.
From the gun, Mayfield. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch a slant.
They run. It's Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Let's go. 60 out low. Hey, hot 7. 58's the mic.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And got his man complete. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
2nd and 11. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
180!
First down, here's the run with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Check, 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 check.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Regular. Here, watch the safety creep. Hey, box drop. 56, Mike. Topper. Hey. Kings. Joker. Big time drop. My touch.
Mayfield to throw it. And it's complete. Henry. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Forced out to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Kings. Shift 61, matchbox lights.
And again, it's Mayfield letting one go deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Getting in there to break that one up, Rock Ya-Sin.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 15-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Hey, alert 33.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Dancing to his left. Now Mayfield lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point? Whatever you're going to pick up, they either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Second and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On the set, it's the money. Sean, it's the money. Here we go. 58, right over there, right over there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You ain't going nowhere.
Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Mayfield looking deep for Adams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 34-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
2nd and 9 now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conlon, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Check 43. Greystone travel.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, alert 33.
Here's Mayfield. Setting up the screen for Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Regular. In your face. Hey, watch it. Real. Shoot. General West. Alert.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They try right side here. Gurley. And he can't get away. Gurley couldn't escape it. And that's going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now.
This.
I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Mayfield now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that one. Both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. Back to throw here. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. You ain't got nothing.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And his kick is indeed good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Run, run, run. 56. Mike, 56.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Good job.
Todd Gurley. As the first half is winding down, the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's going to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the Chargers' 45-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get off the field.
They run it again with Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hurry. Up.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead.
Chiefs 12. Giorgio Tavecchio set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On the counter, Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Come on, set. 70 ending. 47. Neutral, Coker. False. Switch gears. 47 Mike.
Looking to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
And their first down, Chiefs.
Protect. 180. Mike's by 4. 65, 65.
They run again on first down. Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check 26, check 26. 36, 36. Pistol, pistol, pistol. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Kings, Kings, Kings.
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will get him one closer.
Chargers 24, Chiefs 19. Giorgio Tavecchio set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Switches.
2nd and 1. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's Gurley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Ready, set. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, defense. Our time. Let's go. 64. Wait. Slam, slam, slam.
2nd and 13. A short throw caught by Andrews. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, pick it up. Zoom.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field on an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Chambers. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Ready? 58, 58, Mike. Night, sweetheart. It's 3.
2nd and 4. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Chargers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Check. 58 to Mike, 58.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick here is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Set.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield. And the catch made by Hilton. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Mayfield on play action. Now Mayfield lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a P.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Todd Gurley. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Here we go.
Alert, 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 alert. Done.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Right there, 54.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Ryan Quigley now. He's been terrific so far. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well,
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Past the 20. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Todd Gurley, an 80-yard touchdown. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for KC, 54 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mayfield on first down. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On second down, Mayfield again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Set.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Batting that one free defensively was Lonnie Johnson. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Now Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
Good. 15 on it. 15 on it. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Gurley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.